has has rested its case in chief. It's now time for the defense's case. It's the court's duty to make sure that you understand you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to testify. However, you also have the right to testify. It is your choice and your choice alone. Do you understand that, Ms. Gregg? Have you had discussions with your attorney about that? I don't want to know what they were, but have you been able to talk to your attorneys about that? Ultimately, you can rely on their advice, but it is your choice. And you alone, it is only your choice. Don't look at your lawyer, Ms. Gregg. You and you alone will live with your decision. Do you understand that? Do y'all need a few minutes to talk to her about whether or not she wishes to testify?
Yes,
lawyers, and look, you can listen to your lawyers, but I want you to hear me. You and you alone will make this decision. There are two decisions that you're required to make, whether or not you're pleading guilty and whether or not you're testifying. And at the end of this, only you will live with those decisions. Have you made a decision whether or not you wish to testify?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what's that decision?
I'd like to wait and see what the testimony...
No problem. You can decide at any point before your case closes. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, have a seat.
So Carly is a 15-year-old girl who lives in Mississippi, and she's being charged for the murder of her mom as an adult, which she should. And the event leading up to the fatal shooting, and unfortunately the victim's chilling screams, which I will be playing that video. So if this is not for you, go ahead and take care of yourself and move on to another video. But this section alone will be updating things in graphic details, so just a trigger warning. But you do hear the victim's chilling screams mixed with gunfire, and then you see Carly leaving the bedroom after shooting her mother to death, allegedly, and sitting in the kitchen while she makes a phone call to her friend. Welcome to Grab Your Brew. I'll still be posting my regular video on Monday, but I will be covering this story as it progresses. So go ahead and grab your brew as we talk about Carly Gregg and all the things that are going on.
Gregg, though, is being charged as an adult for the murder of her mother and the attempted murder of her stepfather. Now, police say Gregg asked her friend to come over after allegedly shooting and killing her mother, and listen to what she told the friend.
She essentially stated that she was invited over to the residence by Carly, was unsure what for. She had walked in. Carly asked her if she had ever seen a dead body before. She said no. Proceeded to show her deceased mother that was in the bedroom. Showed the gun that she used to shoot her mom. Told Brooke that she had 3 shots for her mom, and then she's got 3 more for her stepdad, 2 to the head, 1 to the chest.
My goodness. Now, Carly Gregg is being held on $1 million bond, and the court has ordered her to undergo a mental health evaluation. And we also know that the investigator testified that Gregg was being treated for depression and for anxiety.
Where do I even start on this? Like, it is crazy. First, as a whole, we need to figure out what we are doing as adults, because apparently we are not doing a good enough job for the younger children, because these children are literally out here killing each other and killing their parents. Where are these kids shopping for this audacity to where they think they can murder people, just unalive people, and everything will be okay? What are we doing, or what are we not doing to stop this from happening? It shouldn't even be a second thought. We should be able to send our kids to school without worrying about somebody getting unalived. And now you can't even be safe in your own home, because basically a woman, I don't know if they own the house or if they rent the house, but the money she's paying to live there and for her child to live there, she went into a room that she is paying for and touched items she had paid for. And this resulted in, I'll say allegedly, there will be a lot of allegedly, because this case is fresh, like 2 days old, fresh. And it's still an ongoing thing. So allegedly will be said a lot. So allegedly unalived her mother for going into her room. But go ahead and join me on all the information that has been said, and we'll see how this case progresses. This will not be, sometimes it might maybe on the Monday, but it may be an additional video as we follow it along, because this is going to be a post by itself and this will be part one. But let's go ahead and see what they say. So she asked the friends, have you ever seen a dead body? And then shows her mother's body after she's killed her, like it's some kind of bragging right. Like this is normal. Like what is going on in the heads of these children? How is this normal? I was terrified to even talk back to my mother. Never mind even think about doing anything like this. It's so final. Life, it's like nobody has an appreciation for the value of life anymore. It's disgusting. And then on top of that, she goes ahead and takes her mother's phone and texts her stepdad, when are you going to be home, honey? And then attempts to unalive him too. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Here you're going to see the court playing the video of after Carly had left after shooting her stepdad, and the reaction that he's going through. You do see her crying. I have not one inch sympathy. This girl knew what she was doing. She did it calmly. The reason behind it, there's other ways to go about it. You unalived somebody. Allegedly.
What's the location of your emergency? What daughter did you do me? Your daughter tried to shoot you? Yeah. You ran over shooting at me. Where's she at? phone number you calling me from? Did she hit you? Yeah, I got hit in the neck a little bit. Okay, so did it graze your neck? Yes, sir. All right. And what's her name? Carly Gregg. Carly Gregg? Does she still have a gun on her? I took it from her. She ran. You took it from her and she ran? Yes, sir. She was screaming something at me I couldn't understand. I locked the door. She's outside. I don't know what's going on. Which way did she run off to? She ran into the backyard and went over a fence. Ran into the backyard and went over your fence? Yeah. What is she wearing? T-shirt, gray shirt and some jeans. Gray shirt and jeans? About how tall is she? 5'2". About 5'2"? What color hair? Brownish, just short hair. 5'2" with back door, she opened fire on me. And was just screaming. Okay, just calm down for me. We got everybody here. She what? She killed her mom. She killed her mom? Yeah, that's what I'm screaming about. Where's the mom? Mama, when I do this, she's going to kill me. Where's the mom? Sir.
You can already see the defense that the way they're trying to go, they're trying to use mental health. I've never once thought about unaliving anybody. Never once. Never been compelled to take somebody's life from them like it's nothing. For what appears to be, oh, you don't want to get in trouble. You don't want your mum to touch your weed pens. Really? I see the way the defense is going so far, and this is all fresh to me, so I'm a little flustered. I'm a little flustered because this defense so far is looking... No, it's not working. Stop pleading insanity. We know you're psychotic.
When you learned about the events that had transpired on March 19th, were you shocked?
It's the most shocking day of my life.
Yeah. And that's based on the 9 sessions you had with Carly and the hours you spent with her.
Yes, because I had no clue that nor had she ever reported that she was severely mentally troubled to any degree like that.
Yeah. And you just, based on your knowledge of Carly and her relationship with her mom, you were shocked to find out what had occurred on March 19th. If you would proceed, Dr. Pickett.
Okay, thank you. So it says in the first entry of this journal, I know one of y'all is going to read this eventually, which I guess I have no control over. So to me, the very first entry of this journal, she acknowledges that there's going to be an audience. Somebody's going to read this journal, and she suggests that she has no control over that. And so as I think about that, I ask myself, is this a personal journal where somebody puts things that they are really trying to keep secret? Or is this a budding, articulate author that describes things for theatrical reasons? And so as I go on, there's other things that make me say that. For instance, she talks about various movie reviews. One of them was Pinocchio, the still life. It's a new one that came out, and she talks about her favorite scenes were when the bomb was dropped on the church that killed Carlo. Mussolini, and Mussolini, he's like, he was an imperialist that was associated with Hitler, believed in xenophobia and imperialism, and so I believe signed a pact with Hitler at some point. And so her favorite parts of the movie were the war crimes, Carlo getting killed, and then there's other things where she talks about Harley Quinn, which is some of this stuff is childish, but it shows us into her mind. And so she's right, Harley Quinn is the Joker's girlfriend, and she's crazed and psychotic and does these violent crimes. Then one instance in her journal, there's a little pen mark where she says, it looks like you just poked the paper. And then she writes beside it, look what I did right here. I stabbed my journal like it was Tom Riddle's. Tom Riddle is from Harry Potter series, and he turns into Lord Voldemort, and he's evil. And so in her journal, she talked about Harley Quinn, war crimes, Tom Riddle. There was another page where I can find where she says, what do I believe? And she writes these tenets down, and one of them says, it's okay to be evil. There is no God. And if I can have a minute, can find others.
Judge, may I approach?
Yeah.
So this clearly suggests that she likes to put on a show, and she was writing this book for an audience. So clearly she wanted to talk about things. And she clearly goes on to be I can't think of specific word I'm looking for, but basically her favorite parts are were definitely not the good parts, right? They were all rooting for the crimes, for the evil, clearly there's something not right with this girl, because evidently she just seems to be caught down an evil person, and whether that could have been medicated or not, I guess we'll see how the case progresses. But I don't care about your mental stability of what you did. But so far it's just showing that you core deep down think it's okay to not be a good person, and you're really leaning into that. And the way you went about things is, there's something wrong with the children. We need to fix something with these children. We need to do something. Well, that's it for me this evening, guys. Please go ahead and like and subscribe, and stay tuned as I continue to update you as this case progresses. Go ahead and grab your brew and join me Monday. Don't forget, Monday will be part 3 of The Most Dangerous Women in the World. Thank you for joining me.